After our trip to Glacier, we made our way out to Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone's a place I've grown to love over the years. It has so much to offer in the way of natural beauty, from its volcanic landscapes to the wild animals that are so active in the park. It's a place I hope to visit time and time again. A few years ago, I spent some time out here photographing, and I just fell in love with the landscape, and I was so excited to get back out here. We made our way to the park during a light storm that was passing through, but it was pretty quick and didn't disrupt our travel. We had a long day of driving and made it to our camp spot for the night. We settled in and made some plans to visit the geyser basins for the following day. Well, good morning. Been out to one of the more popular geyser basins out here. I'm gonna kind of see what kind of interesting compositions I can get. It's pretty early, it's about 7 o'clock or so. People are starting to fill up, so hopefully I'll find something neat. The lighting's great. Beautiful sunset this morning, or sunrise this morning, if you can see that behind me. But yeah, I'll have to see kind of what I come up with here. A lot of really nice intimate compositions here. I really love Yellowstone for that, so we'll see what we find. Thanks for following along. We spent the rest of the day exploring the nearby geysers and driving through the park, enjoying the wildlife along the way. Yellowstone's quite a large park, so getting from one side of the park to the other can take some time, especially when there are traffic delays from bison traveling from one side of the road to the other. We were heading back to camp to get some food, get some rest, and make a plan for the following day. Alright, good morning again. Made it out to one of the Hotsprings area in the north part of Yellowstone this morning. A lot of people, so I'm probably not going to do a lot of like talking headshots or whatever. Probably a lot of B-roll, but I'm going to see what kind of compositions I can come up with. Like I was saying in the last part of this was there's just so many beautiful textures and stuff, and I just love the hydrothermal features and geothermal features and all that stuff, all the volcanic textures and stuff these parks have, kind of like Lassen, but there's just a lot more of it here because it's just such a big park. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get some nice compositions while dodging tourists. But yeah, really nice morning out here so far, and hopefully I can come away with something nice. We spent some more time at the hot springs, but as people started to file in, we decided to take the afternoon off for some lunch around the Madison River and some fly fishing with my parents, who were also there on vacation in the park. I wasn't very good at it, but fly fishing the Madison is an incredible and peaceful experience. I believe it's Mr. Rogers who says, "I'm not very good at it, but it doesn't matter." Good morning. All right. So, this is my last day in Yellowstone. So, I am walking over to the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, which is pretty popular. Everyone knows where it is. I'm not too worried about the location sharing on that one. I'm coming over here to hopefully get some nice morning light hitting the rock and the geological features. So we'll see, as I have said 1,000 times, what I get or what I can come up with. I really like the rocks and I think it's a rhyolite. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's rhyolite, and it really lights up nicely once the sun hits it. So I'm hoping that the morning light that comes through, it's completely clear this morning, kind of brings out a lot of the colors in the soil and the rock. So we'll see what happens there. And if the falls look nice, maybe something there too. But we'll, I'm looking forward to that. And then probably have some breakfast. And then we're going to head down to Jackson and hang out in the Tetons for a couple days. And then make our way back to California. So, yeah, this trip has been really fun, but also challenging with the kids as far as photographing things. So I've had to kind of pick and choose what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. But I'm sure any of you that have children understand that one. So, thanks for following along, like I've been saying, and we're going to see what the light does this morning and what kind of things I come up with. Thanks a lot. well, heading back to my camp. The light in the canyon was incredible this morning. Lit up the rocks like I thought it would. Got some nice compositions, I think. So, sorry, out of breath. A little bit of walk uphill, I guess. Had two equipment malfunctions. Well, one was malfunction, the other one was me being a dum-dum. My Bluetooth remote died, so I had a second one, my wired one. So there's something to say to have a backup with you in case, or just in case. Glad I thought about that ahead of time. The second one was I left my cord pack of all my, charging cables and everything back at my campsite in my van. And I had about half a battery worth left in my R5. And in my head, I was just like, well, switch out the batteries. Guess where the batteries were? In my little cord pouch where I keep everything, all my electronic stuff. So luckily, I know when to call it quits, and I got the compositions that I wanted for this morning. So I didn't end up burning through my entire battery, but I was on my last cell. So make sure you have batteries and have backup shutter release if you're using one. Anyways, gonna head back to our camp and cruise off to Jackson this morning and see what the Tetons look like. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks. We headed to Jackson, Wyoming that day and spent a couple of days in the Tetons. I didn't do any more vlogging because the majority of the story I wanted to show is in Glacier and Yellowstone, and frankly, I was quite tired of nearly 2 weeks on the road. This trip was an incredible experience, difficult at times, but incredibly rewarding. I hope to make it back out here before too long. I truly love the landscape and beauty of the West.
I hope you enjoyed the journey with me, and if you did, please consider liking, leaving a comment and letting me know what your favorite photo was, and subscribing if you'd like to see more in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.